Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and Arizona.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Mohammed in at shooting guard. Trice is out there with Warren, and it's Trice, and it's Hudson in at the 5. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lawson. On the wing, Johnson. Outside for Lewis. Misses the 3. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Here's Mohammed. The Hoyas with another miss. And here's Arizona now. Johnson attacking. They get a hand on it and stolen by Price. Lawson's against Mohammed. Puts up a 3, and it's good.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Hoyas on D. Lawson kicks to Johnson, and stolen by Freak. From downtown, it's hauled in by Arizona.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Lawson the pass to Johnson. Back to Lawson. Johnson outside. Lawson outside. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Arizona moving the ball around. And the foul called on Freak.
That's his first.
Hoyas leading by 4. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Mohammed, he's in at shooting guard. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Trice in at the point.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lawson with him. Johnson outside. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
Mohammed against Johnson. Launches it. Here's Warren. Softly drops in the floater. Warren's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hoyas.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, shots.
There's a good screen. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first half. Lawson kicks to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Lewis. No good. So Georgetown will take it the other way. For the Arizona Wildcat program, a lot of great guards over the years. Perimeter players in general have been their strength.
Yeah, think about it. Andre Iguodala, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson are some of the recent names. How about Gilbert Arenas as well? I mean, they've made their way also into the coaching ranks as well, with Steve Kerr doing a terrific job with the Warriors, and now Luke Walton, an assistant.
Now here's Johnson following the miss by Freak. Back to Lawson. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Price, and he gets it to go. Lewis has got his first 2 points of the night. Hoyas leading by 4. And taken away by Johnson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lawson dishes to Mitchell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Shot from free throw range. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lawson the pass to Johnson. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
We've got Johnson. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lawson in at the 1. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Mohammed in at 2 guard. Warren is out there with Hudson. Then there's Price. And it's Trice in at the point. Arizona shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Lawson.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
And Lawson hits 2 free throws. Hoyas leading by 4. Now here's Freak. He's got 5. Misses from close range. And it's Johnson penetrating. Muhammad pulls it in. For the 3. No luck. Good D by Lawson.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And the foul called on Freak. And here are the Hoyas now. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Johnson. And it's Lawson in at the point guard.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And Muhammad kicks to Joseph. The stupendous finish in traffic. And here's Lawson. Johnson the screen. Lawson outside. Mitchell. Can't connect from short range.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Johnson attacking, and he lays it straight in. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Arizona.
And after all that time, finally they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. But they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Mitchell dishes to Lawson. To take the lead, Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 2 now for Arizona.
Oh, Nelly, listen to that.
Better from this gigantic crowd.
Guys, more than a roar, more like an explosion.
Now here's Freak. Cans it from downtown. And Georgetown leads by 1. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
Yeah, he simply said, sit down and keep quiet with that one.
And that's exactly what they're doing. There is no noise in the stands right now.
Lewis checked in for Arizona. And Georgetown also making a switch. Hudson's checked in for Joseph. And here's Arizona now. Lawson drives in. That's good.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And here's Arizona now. They trail by 1. 50 seconds left here in the second half. The dish now to Lewis. Rebounded by Hudson. Now the Hoyas with it. It's a 1-point game. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now, here is Lawson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lewis. Oh, he can't jam it home. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Basketball fans, we've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Georgetown Hoyas.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So the Wolverines starting 5. We've got Flash. Jones is out there with Ellis. And it's Smith. And it's Crawford at the 2. Freak with it. Fires it up. Misses off the left iron.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Here's Trice. And here's Freak. Shoots it up. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Hoyas on D. Flash passes to Ellis. Here's Smith. It's blocked, but they get it back. Flash passes to Smith. Ellis outside. Michigan moving it around. Here's Flash. Shoots over Muhammad. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Flash has got his first points in this one. Crawford against Muhammad.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Freak. He has 6. They get it back. Crawford drives in. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Now here's Freak. Now Trice dishes to Muhammad. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Ellis. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Muhammad in at shooting guard. Hudson is out there with Warren. And it's Trice. And it's Price in at the 3 slot. And Muhammad sends it back. Fires for 3. No good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Here's Flash. Doubled by Muhammad. Baseline J on the way. Here's Smith. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined.
And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up. And that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
On the court for Michigan, they've got Smith. Ellis is out there with Jones. And there's Flash. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And it's Ellis penetrating. No dice from the high post. Now the Hoyas with it. They trail by 1. Freak with it. Jones covering. Jones against Muhammad. Pass to Trice. Feeds it to Hudson. Here's Muhammad. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And the Hoyas with some changes. Nelson comes in for Warren, and it's Gonzalez in for Trice.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court. And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Flash, covered by Muhammad. The jump hook. Flash misses.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Fires the three. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Banks kicks to right. To the middle. Here's Smith.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got...
Mohammed in a two-guard. Warren is out there with Hodges. And it's Trice. And it's Felix in at the three.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge. And in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
It's tipped. Knight dishes to Taylor. Knight passes to Ellis. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Muhammad's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Out to the right wing. Trice kicks to Muhammad to take the lead. Shot is off.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Flash passes to Ellis. He feeds it to Jones. Puts it up from 7. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And Michigan leads by 2. Trice dishes to Muhammad. From about 19 feet, no luck. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Here's Jones. Muhammad pulls it in. Muhammad's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from heart.
And, Greg, you can see it in his game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Crawford kicks to Smith. Here's Flash. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Muhammad. That drops. Muhammad's got the game tied up here for the Hoyas.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Here's Smith. They get it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points. No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Freak. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket. A good night so far for Freak. He has 15 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They set the screen. Clock at 6. To get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Here's Flash, and stolen by Trice. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we've got more college basketball in store as we get ready now for overtime. What energy, what excitement in the building, folks, tonight. If you're just joining us, this is Kevin Harlan along with Clark. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak, who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Pass to Flash. The dish to Smith. And a wide open look here for Ellis. He's off from 3. Again, we are tied up as time runs out. And we'll go to a third overtime. And, folks, we couldn't decide a winner in regulation. And, again, we have yet another overtime period to play before this one is said and done. This is the sort of excitement that college basketball is known for. These teams really laying it all on the line.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
And, Greg, you know how it is. Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 baskets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
The pass to Flash. Smith in the post, guarded by Nelson. Nice shot by Smith. Tries with it.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Smith's gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
My goodness, that one got him going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd. Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Crawford, no one around him. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 7 points for Crawford. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot. That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Down low. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Hudson's checked in for Nelson. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
Crawford passes to Flash. Here's Smith. Money!
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Muhammad, no good. Here's Flash, and an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Crawford passes to Flash, and an intentional foul right there.
Well, that took way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
And he makes the first of the 1-and-1.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And here's Freak. Trains it from downtown.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that.
And so it's Michigan winning.
Make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side.
And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Georgetown Hoyas.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And the basket by Muhammad.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And good on the basket. Book it. On defense, Wisconsin.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the college tournament club.
How about that for a first?
Here's the Badgers with the ball. Mohammed in at shooting guard. Hudson is out there with Warren. And it's Trice, and it's Price in at the small forward. Here's Decker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line. No luck that time either. And here are the Hoyas now. They trail by 1.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him. But what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Fisher. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Walker in at the power forward.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. And it's Fisher in the corner. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
To the right side. From 12 feet out, Decker can't hit. Decker's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game.
Nice work inside. They recognized the mismatch and made him pay.
51 seconds left in the first half. Walker dishes to Decker. 16 feet away. And the shot falls short this time. Now the Hoyas with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Muhammad. No good from outside. Wisconsin trails by 4. Here's Fisher. And count the basket. He was fouled. And he's And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Mohammed in a 2-guard. Price is out there with Warren. And there's Hudson. And it's Trice in at the 1 spot. And for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Hawkins with it. Now defended by Freak. Hawkins passes to Evans. Excellent D there from Muhammad. Hoyas leading by 4. Evans with the rebound. Evans has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Out of bounds, Georgetown takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right
now. And here is Hill. And they double up Peyton. Pass to Dawkins. Gibson the screen. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Mohammed in at point guard. And it's Nelson in at the center. Dawkins kicks to Peyton, and they double up Peyton. And here's Conley outside. Muhammad pulls it in. Muhammad's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks to Nelson. Gonzalez passes to Muhammad. There's the 3. No good. Good work defensively by Conley. Gibson against Muhammad. Shot to end this cold run. That one off the back iron and out. Hoyas leading by 3. Randolph dishes to Muhammad. Let's go. The Badgers pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's back to Hill. Trying his luck deep. Cannot hit. We've got 1:23 left here in the second half. Freak with it. He's picked up by Hill. It's stolen by Hill. Payton with the ball. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. Muhammad, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Clark, plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
There's 45 seconds left in the second half of basketball. From deep, the Hoyas with another miss.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
And here are the Hoyas now.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
To the left side wing. No good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Five seconds left in the second half of basketball. And they go to the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
So it's Wisconsin picking up the win.